D to the B here, back again with a video. I haven't uploaded a video since Sound of Freedom. And of course, surprisingly, L to the C is here to talk about this with me.
Hello, everyone.
So, if you're confused by the title, is Blue Beetle doomed to fail? Well, it's a very interesting story, which L to the C has no idea about, but I do because I'm epic and awesome and superior.
Yeah, wait, show off. Show off.
If only my subscribers showed that way. So I better go back to the beginning, why this is even a discussing point at the moment. So, a while back, Blue Beetle was announced to get a movie. And I had no idea that this was happening until L to the C mentioned something about Blue Beetle getting a movie. And I was pretty hyped because, personally for me, I liked Blue Beetle. My introduction to the character was in the series Batman Brave and the Bold. And it was a really good series, and especially the episode that Blue Beetle appeared in. And I was hyped, and it didn't look bad. And DC was at a decent point at the time, but there's a reason why this conversation even exists. Because with the recent failures of Black Adam and The Flash, and yes, Black Adam is a terrible movie. I saw the whole thing. I hated it. And don't get me started about The Flash. I didn't see The Flash, but I heard it did really bad in the box office. Probably the lowest movie in the DC cinematic universe, or whatever James Gunn calls it now.
DC Universe.
DC Universe. And, of course, now people are speculating that Blue Beetle, the next DC cinematic universe movie, could fall like Flash did. And, of course, there's multiple reasons for it. But I had to say, so far from the trailers, it's pretty good. Was the moment of one of Blue Beetle's friends or family calling Batman a fascist cringeworthy? Yes. L to the C will disagree, but yes, it was cringeworthy.
It was. I'm sorry, but it was.
And also, there's other factors to it. So, apparently what it sounds like from the movie, there is a chance of Blue Beetle diving into the immigration thing. Which, didn't we have elementals for that? And also, here's something that, of course, I'm going to bring up, but L to the C is going to be for, apparently the director has said in public, and I don't care which side you are on the argument, he said that he does not like white conservatives and never wants to meet them. Yeah, that was a great decision. No, I'm kidding. Do these Hollywood producers ever learn? Like, sure, you can have whatever politics you want. That's fine. But when you're making a movie, especially if the movie is a part of an iconic brand or franchise, how should I put this? You shouldn't say anything to divide your fan base. You stupid idiot.
And when you defy your fan base, you can say goodbye to your fans and the money that was going to go to this movie.
Yeah. And before someone brings up, it's just the conservatives, the movie will do well. No, there are leftists who hate the concept of shoving forced politics in the movie too.
I mean, look at Disney.
Like, it's not just right-wingers, also some left-wingers hate it too. I'd say a big majority of people, left or right, don't want these politics shoved into our movie, even if you agree with said politics, because, like I said in my Andor video, people need something to unite about. Because if you look at the political world, yeah, we're not united on that.
I mean, there is so much political stuff in movies. I mean, look at Disney's movies. I mean, Disney's gone so much with their movies with politics that I don't want to see any more Disney movies.
Yeah, like Elemental was had forced a character of a certain gender in there. Lightyear forced a romantic thing that, and I know some people are going to be pissed off, which should have never been in a kid's movie. I will stick by that stance through all of time because it is true, and it gets worse. Of course, it isn't as bad as Disney. Like, this movie still has the chance of being good, but to be honest with you, the DC cinematic universe hasn't really had a good movie since
Wonder
the
Woman.
Snyder Cut.
Wonder Woman.
I mean, like, after the Snyder
okay.
Cut, not before.
Oh, okay.
Like, we haven't had a good movie ever since then. Like, Black Adam sucked, which I need to set up a time with Full Metal Dipper so me and him can rip that movie to shreds. Can't wait for that. It will be so much fun. And then Flash, it just looked like a stupid movie. Granted, to me, I never really cared for Ezra Miller's Flash. Never. I never liked his Flash. I think they could have picked somebody else. I think the same thing with Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna see Flash until I saw how bad it was dropping in the box office. I didn't want to see it then.
And also, Ezra Miller is a pretty messed up guy. Like, there is footage of him strangling a lady. This footage actually does exist. Like, he is such a messed up person. He should honestly be in jail.
And like for Ben Affleck, I didn't like him as Batman.
Yeah, as Batman's kind of forgettable. Like, we haven't had a movie for the DC universe that was good since the Snyder Cut. Like, as I said, Flash was bad, Black Adam was bad. Fury of the Gods, I know it's bad, but I kind of enjoy it. Like, it's definitely a downgrade, no doubt about that. I definitely have issues with the movie, but it's mixed for me. Like, DC is heading to a really bad direction right now, and seeing movies like Black Adam and Shazam! Fury of the Gods, I'm honestly kind of glad they're rebooting the franchise, because
Well, it's a small reboot.
like a soft reboot.
Yeah.
Good, because this franchise is like really bad right now, with The Flash being the most recent box office failure.
And I don't know if this is true, but I heard that Chris Pratt is coming to DC for the DC universe, and I guess the whole entire Guardians of the Galaxy cast is going to the DC universe.
I couldn't blame them. Well, granted, I think the only one who would probably be staying is oh wait, no, spoiler territory. Never mind.
I heard about it. I don't think it's true, but
I would definitely like to see that, because Marvel is heading to the gutter, and we need a good superhero universe since Marvel's been doing really bad lately. I'd say Marvel's only had like two good movies in the new phase, and that was Spider-Man No Way Home and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. You could say Shang-Chi is probably another okay movie, but I still haven't seen that one. Like, I've heard it's alright, but it doesn't really interest me. But besides those, what else you got? The Marvels? Blech. What else is there? That's a terrible movie. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Ugh. Not that great, but it's not terrible. Like, do you get my point? Marvel... Oh, I can't forget this one. Ant-Man Quantumania. I never saw it, but the trailers looked so bad. I'm like, no, I'm not seeing this movie. Out to the Sea wanted to, but
At the time I did, but...
And especially since the guy who plays Kang got arrested a while back. Well, I forget how long ago. But back on the topic of Blue Beetle, like, I was optimistic for this movie. And I still kind of want to see it to see...
Oh, me too.
To see if it's good or not. And trust me, if I don't think it's good, I'm going to bash it to incy-weensy little pieces.
And do you mind if Out to the Sea joins?
If there's a movie that I think is really bad, yeah, that movie's doomed. I'm going to rip it to shreds. Unlike Out to the Sea, no mercy.
I stand corrected.
Like, you've doomed your franchise not because of the decisions by the director himself, but you've also had a really bad track record lately with your 3 latest DC Cinematic Universe movies.
And I think, instead of pushing politics in, pushing this and that and a bunch of other stuff, you should really focus on telling the story of the characters. If you want to make money and get success in, you need to focus on the movies, not shoving politics in the movies.
Like, this could ruin the movie, and I can see why people would start speculating if Blue Beetle is going to be DC's next flop. I can understand that with their track record. But at the same time, I don't want this movie to flop. I want it to be good. I want a new good DC Universe movie, and especially since we have 2 left in the Snyder Universe, which is Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2. I've heard some interesting things about Aquaman 2 that has me worried, and I'm hoping it's not true. I'm really hoping that it's a good movie and not a disappointment. Because I liked the first Aquaman movie. It was good.
That was good.
It surprised me how much I enjoyed the movie. Like, it was good. And then, of course, Elsa will disagree with me on this. Shazam was an okay movie.
No.
Yeah, I told you he'd disagree.
The first one?
Yeah, the first Shazam.
That was not good, in my opinion. I'm sorry, okay, for people that like a Shazam, that's good, that's fine. But I never really got into Shazam. I was more, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, those characters. But Shazam never did anything for me. I just didn't care for Shazam at all.
Yeah. Like, DC was heading to a good track record, and then Black Adam messed up that track record. We only got 2 or 3 good movies from the DC. Oh wait, 4 good movies if you count Wonder Woman into the mix. The first one, just to be specific.
Second one I didn't really care for.
I heard it was really bad. But yeah, you had a chance to make this movie good, and especially maybe get more people to like Blue Beetle. I hear that Blue Beetle actually doesn't really have that much of a fan base. You could make this underrated character into a really good character with good writing and great casting and all of that. But just the fact that these people keep pushing these messages, which ends up getting their films killed in box office ratings, it's stupid. Yeah, sure, you can do that if you really want your movie to flop and burn.
I mean, I grew up watching Batman Brave and the Bold. That was my introduction to Blue Beetle.
Same.
And I've been a fan ever since. And when they announced the Blue Beetle movie, like, oh man, they're making Blue Beetle into a movie now. Like, I was so excited. But now hearing this, I'm questionable.
Yeah. I might still see this movie regardless if there's a political message or not. Like, if it's good, yeah, it's a good movie. If it's bad, content. Like, I think I'm going to see this movie regardless, even if it's just me going to see the movie. Like, I know my brother wants to see it. But yeah, I am going to see it no matter what. Like I did Lightyear, and I hated that movie.
I actually want to see Blue Beetle as well because I'm a big Blue Beetles fan.
Yeah, just lately, superhero movies have been falling in quality. I've actually started reading comics. I've been reading Spider-Man so far. I might have to see if there's some Blue Beetle comics that I can read because I think how it's described, Blue Beetle's kind of like Spider-Man a little bit. A little. But yeah, I'm just willing to give anything a chance. I'd rather read at this point than watch the movies. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Could it be a failure? Perhaps it could.
It could.
Just, even if the movie's good, it could still happen because of the direction. Like, Sound of Freedom is breaking the box office limit out of all of these. This film has a lower budget than the big box office movies like The Flash, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, even though I enjoyed that movie, The Flash, and so on and so forth. Like, people are sick of what you're doing to these franchises. Well, except in Rise of the Beast case, I feel like they justified that franchise very well. But yeah, I'm going to see it no matter what, and I will give you my thoughts on it. And eventually I'll give my whole thoughts on the DC reboot in general. Alright, that's it. How do you feel about this situation? Do you think Blue Beetle's gonna flop? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. And have a nice day, everyone.